Warning: this database is classified. Access by unauthorized personnel is strictly prohibited. Perpetrators will be tracked, located, and detained. Foundation security clearances granted to personnel represent the highest level or type of information which they can be granted access. However, having any given clearance level does not automatically grant access to all information at that level. Personnel are only granted access to information on a need-to-know basis, and at the discretion of the designated disclosure officer overseeing their respective departments. Level 0. Official use only. Level 0 security clearances are given to non-essential personnel with no need to access information regarding anomalous objects or entities in Foundation containment. Level 0 access is typically held by personnel in non-secured clerical, logistics, or janitorial positions at facilities with no access to operational data. Level 1 confidential. Level 1 security clearances are given to personnel working in proximity to, but with no direct, indirect, or informal access to anomalous objects or entities in containment. Level 1 security clearances are typically granted to personnel working in clerical, logistics, or janitorial positions at facilities with containment capability or otherwise Level must 2 handle restricted. sensitive information.
Level 2 security clearances are given to security and research personnel that require direct access to information regarding anomalous objects and entities in containment. Most research staff, field agents, and containment specialists hold a Level 2 security clearance. Level 3 secret. Level 3 security clearances are given to senior security and research personnel that require in-depth data regarding the source, recovery circumstances, and long-term planning for anomalous objects and entities in containment. Most senior research staff, project managers, security officers, response team members, and mobile task force operatives hold a Level 3 security clearance. Level 4 security clearances are given to senior administration that require access to site-wide and/or regional intelligence as well as long-term strategic data regarding Foundation operations and research projects. Level 4 security clearances are typically only held by site directors, security directors, or mobile task force commanders. Level 5 female. Level 5 security clearances are given to the highest-ranking administrative personnel within the Foundation and grant effectively unlimited access to all strategic and otherwise sensitive data. Level 5 security clearances are typically only granted to O5 council members. There are 4 known SCP Object Classes. Safe. The designation safe is assigned to subjects or objects that may be effectively and reliably contained. Safe designates may have individual containment procedures, but these procedures are not expected to fail frequently, or be subject to layer revision as more information is obtained about the subject. Some safe designates are human, humanoid, and/or sentient, to prevent injury and/or death to personnel and SCPs. Interaction with such designates should be professional and courteous, taking into account special containment procedures. It should be noted that safe does not indicate the containment procedures are unnecessary. Many safe designated objects can be quite dangerous in the right context. The important designation that defines a safe object would be it can be handled safely with appropriate containment procedures. An example of a safe object would be a gun, nuclear weapon, or polonium. Second object class, elucid. An SCP object is classified as elucid when its behavior cannot be predicted, either because the item is sentient, it behaves outside of current scientific knowledge, or its nature is simply poorly understood at present. Euclid class objects do not pose the same existential threat to humanity due to containment breach that Keter class objects do, but they still generally require more diligence to keep contained than safe class objects. Although many Euclid class objects could be used to the benefit of the Foundation or humanity, they may have unforeseen ramifications after their use due to the unpredictable nature. Some Euclid class SCPs are eventually understood well enough to be reclassified as safe, but most remain inscrutable even to the most rigorous of experimentation. Third SCP Object Class, Keter. The designation Keter is assigned to subjects that both A. display vigorous, active hostility to human life, civilization, and/or space-time, and B. are capable of causing significant destruction in the event of containment breach. Such subjects must be cataloged, contained according to special containment procedures,
and destroyed if possible. Merely being inimical to human life is not in itself cause for classification as a Keter-level object. A Keter classification indicates that not only is the subject capable of inflicting devastating harm to human life and civilization, but that containment protocols must be extensive, involved, and precisely followed in order to prevent it from doing so. Research into the neutralization of Keter-class SCPs is always a top priority of the Foundation. Cases where Keter-class objects that can be neutralized by Foundation personnel persist in Foundation custody are rare, and are grouped into 3 categories. In addition to cases where destruction of an object continues to be unfeasible due to apparent invulnerability or similar circumstance, there are some Keter-class objects with significant tactical value for the Foundation, as well as Keter-class objects that threaten more harm to humanity from their neutralization than from their continued existence. The Foundation has harnessed some Keter-class SCPs, but such situations are rare exceptions. For example, SCP-076-2 only agreed to work with the Foundation due to its unusual relationship with Agent Redacted, and its ability to communicate with us, and even that didn't last. The majority of Keter-class SCPs are insentient, and most are inanimate objects. This status may change as research and discovery continues. The 4th and final class of SCP object is Anomalous, or Neutralized. Any object that is being appraised by the Foundation as not meriting further study or special containment. Some of these objects may be cataloged in the Log of Anomalous Items. Note: no object with an SCP designation is categorized as anomalous, but some SCP objects were once categorized as anomalous before being assigned to SCP designation. Neutralized: any object that has since been destroyed or in some way has no odd, extra-dimensional, or adverse effects. Objects classified under this class must have a note stating what class it was while active. Decommissioned: reserved for objects that are not only destroyed, but disavowed by the Foundation. The list of decommissioned SCPs is meant to be forever classified. All secure facility locations are at this moment and forever meant to be classified. SCP Foundation. Secure, contain, protect.